Okay, welcome to the team call. It is Monday, September 14th, 2020. Today we're going to talk about vision casting and goal setting. And I know we've talked about this before, but there's a reason that we're doing it again because it's so important that we see it over and over and over again and we really are able to understand. Now, before we get started, did anyone have questions about the compensation plan video that I shared? That shared a breakdown of like how to stay active, how the volume works. Anybody have questions about that? Jackie, do you have any questions?
No, I think it was good. It was just that I didn't realize that when I used my gift card in September that it didn't count towards my 100. Yes. I was panicking. I thought, oh crap.
I know. So that is I should have explained that in the beginning. Whenever you use any of your coupons that's given to you, like if it's $50 off, if it's the $200 product voucher from the Ice the Body Challenge, that does not count towards your monthly BV. So for me, that's more of a like, what are the bougie products that I want that I don't want to pay for? So I tried out the skincare line the last time. I've tried out the performance line, the Isogenesis B. I've tried some of that with one of my coupons. The XM Plus is $99 for like 34 sticks, but it's so good. So that would be another bougie purchase. So any of those different products that you haven't tried before, that's a great thing to use your product coupon for. And then our goal is to obviously make sure that your products are paid for every month, helping 2 to 5 people get started a month. And so today we're going to talk about a little bit more focused, intentional work and how we do that, because I feel like for the last month, maybe August, just because everything was kind of getting back to the spin of school and everybody, getting back into routine, summer officially ending for most of us, there was just a lot of focus all over the place. And so we want to kind of draw that back. This is one of the most important quarters of the year because this is when our business will boom. What you do in this quarter sets you up for the first half of next year. Hear that again. What you do in this quarter sets you up for the first half of next year. And so that is so important because we want to make sure that we are focused, that we're intentional, and that we are moving towards the goals that we've set for ourselves and for our teams. So it may just be you right now, but think about in 3 or 4 months, you could have 10 people on your team that are actively working towards the same things, that are actively moving towards the same goals and, looking to expand. That's how quick it happens. I was telling Casey yesterday that I have been with Isagenix for 2.5 years, and it hasn't been until these last 6 months that I've really brought on people who see the vision for the business. Why is that? Because my vision for the business changed. My idea of how this could work and what it could provide and how it could serve people changed. And that was only by making a decision that I wanted to do things differently. I didn't want to look like everyone else. I didn't want to do things the way that other people were doing them. But I also started looking at it as more of a business. Now, that doesn't mean that, by any means I'm a 6-figure earner yet, but the vision is there. The action steps have to follow it. The energy is what's created when we're in motion and when other people see that vision. So that for the rest of the year is our goal, is to get other people to see the vision of what's possible, to paint that picture through presentations, either every week or every other week. It's a big commitment and it's an energy suck, and there's always something that comes up. Last week during our presentation, I got physically sick and I was like, okay, I gotta go. Like literally, it was so bad. But that's why we do it as a team. That's why we need to be involved in this as a team, so that when one person falls down, we have someone else that says, hey, I can step up. I can read slides. I can share my story. I can do those kind of things. That way, none of us feel like we're doing this alone. How many of you have been in a business where you have done everything yourself? You have built a team. You have built all of the things only to have something happen in your life where you have to take a step back and everything falls apart. Been there? It's not fun. It's not fun to be the only person who's working towards something more and not just getting by. I say this all the time. When I was with Beachbody, one of the things that happened was I built my team to 2-star, and then I had a horrific miscarriage. And when I came back after taking 6 to 8 weeks to heal mentally and physically, I had no team left. I had one builder on my team left. All my people were inactive. No one was showing up. No one was running our accountability group. And that is a crappy place to be. We don't want to do that. We want to create systems for duplication. We want to have a vision that is so compelling that it creates this conviction in us to show up every single day. That's what most of us are missing. That right there is where we are lacking. I wrote it on the back of a bill. Hold on. Where is it? I hid it from my husband because it was on the back of a credit card statement. It said something about the reason that we lose that hunger is because we get caught up in the mundane. We start looking at the things that used to bring us joy as a chore, and we stop putting forth the same amount of effort. Because there are times when you are going to do a lot of things that aren't going to pay you a lot of money. And then there are times when you're going to do few things that pay you big amounts of money. But we have to have that conviction statement that goes beyond the financial gain or beyond only finances. And so what I'm teaching you guys now is to not focus on cycles, because when you focus on cycles, you start to look at people as a cycle. You start to look at them as volume versus being able to meet the need and serve them. I was always taught that you only bring people in on a premium or a value pack. So I only brought people in on a premium or value pack. My retention rate was 27%. Last year, when I started promoting the Everyday Health Pack, my retention rate went to 84% because I was meeting a need. I was helping people get started the way that they desired to get started. They were getting results and they were coming back and ordering more products. That's important. I was supporting them in their journey, and I was saying, hey, here's some products that could benefit you. I started doing this last week. Some of you may have received that email where I said, I know that you got started with a few products. Here are some of my favorite products for vitality, for energy, for self-care, for whatever. And I started recommending some of my favorite products in an email. I literally copy and pasted pictures in there, told them my favorite products, where they could find them in their ISOLife app. Simple as that. Takes a little bit to put together, but you could use the framework that I used to send to people, and you can swap it out for different people that have ordered different products. This is a great way to recommend something new. Hey, I saw that you got the Everyday Health Pack. One of my favorite products that I've added to this system is the greens. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. So we're talking vision. Allie, I love that you're drinking a beer right now. Mine should be here today. We're talking vision. Vision creates energy. Vision creates action, which creates energy in our businesses, which creates that momentum that keeps us coming back for more. So we're going to do a little vision exercise really quick. And I'm going to encourage you guys to go big, go bold. We have 3.5 months left of this year. But what you do in this last couple of months will set you up for the first half of your next year. Momentum, energy, action, rank advancements, finances. You have to be the one that carries the conviction for your team. It's not enough for me to carry it for you because I know what you guys are capable of. And I see the vision that you have each spoken into me so that I can speak back into you. But you have to carry that belief. You have to carry that energy into the work that we're doing. There's 5 people on this call right now. But by the end of this year, there will be 45 people on this call, okay? Because that's the vision that I'm broadcasting. I want to work with those that are hungry for a change. I want to work with those who are energetic and motivated and inspired to create change in this world. I want to work with people who have a vision for their life, are mission-driven, and are servant-hearted leaders. I want leaders. I don't want followers. I don't need people who follow me around asking me what I do all day. I need people who look at the tools that I give them and say, okay, this is mine to create, who copy what I write and make it their own without asking. You don't have to ask me that. Who see what we are putting into motion and really take time to invest in Isogenics. What is Isogenics? What's Isogenics 2.0? What is life beyond Isogenics? What is Isogenics opening the door for? What does that allow you to do more of? What is your passion project? Isogenics is the means to get you there. It's the foundation, the business, the model to get you there. But what does it open the door for? Network marketing opened the door for the She Believe brand, which is going to be a fully funded operation that helps more women start their own businesses, helps women go back to school, helps fund against human trafficking. It's going to do all of those things. And I have that conviction because it was born in me 5 years ago. I walked into the doors of a church building and I felt like God said, this is where you will be. You will teach and you will speak and you will write and you will change lives if you lean into this. And I said, okay, let's do it. 5 years ago, it was born. I have done nothing with it in 5 years. I created a Facebook group because that's all I knew to create. I didn't know what else to do. But now I have the tools, I have the resources, I have the people to build it, to watch it come to fruition. but it's about that conviction statement. If I had ever given up on what it could be 5 years from now, it wouldn't even exist. Today, it wouldn't exist. So I'm going to turn on some music. This is going to be a 2.5-minute exercise. For 2.5 minutes, I need you to focus on your goals. Okay? It's my favorite song in the whole wide world. When I walk across stage, this is the song that will play. When I'm speaking on stage, this is what will play. Are you ready? Let me know if you can hear. There's a fire inside, you can feel it burning. It's a neon light going like a furnace. And the night is long, but the world. What's your bigger vision? What do you desire to see come to fruition? What do you want your family life to look like? What do you want your relationships to look like? What do you want your team to look like? Who's it filled with? What are the kind of things that you're doing on a day-to-day basis? Are you training? Are you speaking? Are you writing? Are you teaching something that you're passionate about? On Mondays, are you celebrating people cycling and rank advancing? Are you providing income for your family that gives you more financial choices? Are you getting out of debt? Are you being able to make last-minute decisions on vacations and purchases? Are you able to say yes to the things that you care about? Because you now have the flexibility and the freedom to do so. Are you making a bigger impact? Are you stepping into something that you are so passionate about and serving with all of your heart and soul, knowing that while you're building this thing, Isagenix is building residually? The time and energy that you're spending with your leaders, people that you're not dragging in this business, who are motivated and energetic and excited, they're building alongside of you. And you're building friendships, and you're creating sisterhood, and you're creating and cultivating community. What does that look like? What kind of energy do you get from your business? Is it purpose-driven? Is it joy-filled? What's the most exciting thing that you get to do every single day? Are you excited when you wake up in the morning? Are you ready to accomplish the day's tasks? When hard things happen, can you step back from your business and know that your people have you? How often are you bringing people into your business? How often are you sharing the opportunity? Let the future we've been dreaming of wash over us, wash over us. You can feel it coming like a wash over us, wash over us. Let the future we've been dreaming of wash over us. It could change everything. Oh, this could change everything. Oh, this could change everything. Can you feel it now? Something different. Oh, this could change everything. I know it, I know it. Okay, second song. Spam calls. When you walked across stage next year, what are you being recognized for? Are you a 2-star crystal executive? Have you cycled 20 times? Have you cycled 50 times? Who's walking across stage with you? Who's being celebrated as the Start 1000 member? Who's making 6 figures? Are you doing it with ease? Is it exciting? Do you love leading a team? Does your team love leading a team? What kind of breakthrough are you having? in your personal life, in your business, in your finances? What does that breakthrough feel like? Does it feel like peace? Does it feel like energy? Does it feel like joy? Are you excited about getting to do this opportunity with other people? Are you excited about presenting the business side of things? Are you laying down your fear of what other people expect of you so that you can fully step into what it is that you are called to? Okay, so I want you to really think about that. I want you to think about what is possible. What kind of income do you want to make in the next 3.5 months? Be bold, because $10,000 is a drop in the bucket when you start to run and you start to find people and they start to find people and the momentum builds. But let me explain how it works. Momentum loves speed. You want to get there, you got to go fast, and you got to be willing to make a couple of sacrifices. When we talked about limiting beliefs last week or the week before last, whenever we talked about those, the two things that came up most commonly: I'm never going to make the income that I desire to make with this. I'm neglecting my family and sacrificing time with my children to do this. It's one more thing on my to-do list. I'm burnt out, I'm tired, I'm lacking energy. I don't have anything else to give. I know that we all feel that way. I know that this has been a year that we were not prepared for. Physically, financially, emotionally, stress-wise, no one could have prepared us for what 2020 would have been. We wouldn't have believed them if they did. We would have been like, oh no, conspiracy theory. But here we are in 2020. This is the life that we're walking in. We need to enter it boldly. We need to be unafraid and unapologetic, because we have something to offer people that the world so desperately needs. Hope, confidence, health, wellness, well-being, energy, simplicity. When you look at those goals, I want you to think about what it's going to feel like. Close your eyes and really think about it, because when I went to, and I know many of you have not been to, none of y'all have been to conference. Oh my gosh. Okay. So my plan for January, hopefully we're all still here, but plan for January, and we're going to be in Phoenix in January. We're going to go to NYKO, and this will change everything. This changed everything about the business that I run right now, because I sat under the leadership of people that had gone before me, people that didn't hit $1 million in a month, people who it's taken several years for them to build a business, but now they understand the value of that business, and they're bringing on more people, and they're excited, and they're sharing the opportunity boldly. They're meeting people, they're connecting, they're building authentic relationships, and they're saying, I don't know if this is for you, but if it is, I would love the honor to run with you. I got on a call this morning. I did not want to answer the phone, but it's a girl that's been hounding me about this Savvy business, the Savvy clothing line. And I was like, oh, okay, fine. You know, and I answered the phone, and I'm sitting there drinking my pre-workout, and she's like, I love everything about what you do. And I was like, oh, what? She's like, I love your mission and your brand and your energy and your inspiration. She said, I want to connect with you. I want to figure out how to collaborate. And I was like, just join Isogenics. Well, duh. But she said, I would love to let you into my network, because while fitness clothes are not for everyone, health is. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? I was flattered, and I was excited, and I was energetic. And imagine if I hadn't taken that call, my morning would have turned out so differently, because I would have been in the humdrum of being exhausted because Charlotte didn't sleep all weekend. And it would have been, oh, I have to message people today. Oh, I need to connect with people today. Oh, I only signed one person last week. I didn't double my PIBs. I didn't X, Y, and Z. I only hit so many cycles. Like, you can look at it like that, or you can say, I got another Monday to get up and to serve people. I get the opportunity to connect with people that I would otherwise never meet in my life. I hit one cycle, you know, I made $100, whatever it is. Instead of looking at it like something else we have to do or another obligation or just one more thing in our day, I personally am challenging myself and challenging you guys to find the gratitude in what we do, to have a vision that is so audacious that when you walk across stage, you're going to say, that was the thing that got me through that year. That was the thing that got me through that moment. I was so grateful for every single thing that happened in my business, every single person I had the opportunity to connect with. When I didn't sign people, I was still talking to people. I was still building relationships. I was still showing up and encouraging people because I knew the planting seeds eventually yields a harvest. I knew that the efforts that I was making right now were going to 10x over the next 3 months. My goal is 5 people, but I may not bring in 5 people. Or I may bring in 25 people. My goal is to serve 100 people by the end of the year, but what if I only serve 50? Then that's 50 lives that I have changed. So I want you to think about your goals, and I want you to associate it with something that excites you. The pain that I feel about staying where I am now, backing down because I'm afraid of what success looks like, backing down because I'm unsure if I'm the woman for the job, that's no longer an option. That's no longer who I get to be. That's no longer who you get to be if you decide that you don't want to be that person anymore. You wake up every morning. You're grateful, you're enthusiastic, you're excited. You have no idea where these people are coming from, but we're working with intention. We're sending messages. We're consistent on social media. Our message is the same. We're open for business. We're helping people experience wellness in their physical and financial health. We are the solution to the world's problems. We are providing solutions that will revolutionize the way that people do health. We are creating income producing assets by physically changing people's bodies. Every time you put a product in your body, that is a income producing asset. Did you know that? Every time you use an Isagenix product, you get paid for that. It's storing in volume. It turns into cycles. It benefits the entire team. That's why it's important to understand the volume thing, because every time your customer consumes a product, you get paid for that in volume, which then becomes cycles, which then becomes cycles, which then becomes cycles, which then becomes residual income that eventually replaces your entire income, if you so desire it. Vision. Be so clear about who you're attracting, what you're working towards. If financial goals do not excite you, then put it on other people and say, I want to help 3 of my teammates, 3 of the women on my team experience a 5-figure monthly income from doing this as a part-time side hustle. I want to help 3 of my teammates, 3 of the women on my team hit director before the end of September. I want to help 3 of my people, 3 of the women on my team experience their first cycle, experience their first 5-cycle bonus. I want to work so closely with them that we're driving for our goals together. I want to enroll. I will enroll. I am enrolling. I have enrolled 5 people into my business who are hungry for a change, ready for these products, and ready to step into the business opportunity. Today, I allow myself to attract women who are hungry for a change, women who are tired of normalcy, women who are tired of mediocre, women who are energetic, excited, enthusiastic, who see obstacles as opportunities for change, who are motivated, mission-driven, servant-hearted leaders, who desire to create physical and financial freedom for their families, who desire to live a life that's set apart from what the world calls normal, who desires to be bold and audacious about the things that they feel called to share. Those are the women that I'm looking for. Those are the affirmations that I'm writing. I'm affirming who's coming into my business. I spent time this morning, and I haven't done this in a really long time. I changed my state. I changed my state. I put some loud music in my headphones, and I got down on my face. And I said, God, I don't know where these people are coming from, but I know that I was positioned here to serve and to lead. Bring them to my business. Let me serve them. Let me lead them. Help me find them. Guide me to them. Show me where they're at. And then give me the boldness to message them and say, hey, I don't know if this is for you, but I feel so called to serve you. I love your message. I love your mission. I love what you're doing. I'd love to run alongside you. I love being connected with highly passionate, enthusiastic women who are providing change and inspiring others to make that same change. I'm recording this, so if any of this, like, you want to listen to it later, you can go back and listen to it. But that's what having a vision allows you to do. It allows you to see so clearly who it is that you want to serve, what you're serving them with. What are the problems that you have solutions to with Isagenix? Make a list if you don't know. If you don't know what solutions you have to offer, think about all of the ways that we help people. Think about, like, go isagenixbusiness.com. What are the ways that we provide solutions to people? What kind of things do we help them with? Build that conviction and know that you have the most sophisticated compensation plan on the market. You have the most sophisticated team in Isagenix. We are on the #1 team in Isagenix. I don't know if you guys know that. I don't know if I provided you all the resources that you needed, but I will. We are on the fastest growing team, and we have the most amount of people in the top 10 business earners and business builders in Isagenix. We are there, baby. We got all the things, okay? We have the credibility. Jessica Rigner, our millionaire upline, was one of the fastest building up millionaires in Isagenix. She became a millionaire in 22 months. She left corporate America and she ran like crazy. Now, she works like a boss, and she still does, but she did it. It's possible. Erica, my upline, became a 6-figure earner after leaving Roden and Fields in 11 months. Replaced her $250,000 income with her current corporate America business in 11 months. She didn't sleep. She didn't remember anyone's names, but she enrolled. And I can tell you that you can do it easier because she enrolls a lot of people. You don't have to enroll a lot of people. You have to enroll some people, and you have to show people how to do what you do. You have to paint that vision for them. These calls are important because it reminds you why you're here, so that then you can do the same thing for other people. The message that you are putting out on social media should be painting that vision for other people of what is possible, the solutions that you provide to the problems that the world is facing. But you're speaking specifically to the woman that you want to work with, the woman who's hungry for that change, who is ready. When you get so clear on that message, that's when people start coming to you in droves. And be the person that follows up. If I could encourage you on anything, the fortune is in the follow-up. The woman I was talking to today, I said, you know what? I'm one of the most ridiculous customers. I am the person that if you don't follow up with me, I'm not following up with you because I don't want to spend my money. You need to convince me that I need to spend my money. You need to provide so much value to my life that I'm like, oh, I cannot sign up with anyone else. I feel compelled to come back to her every time. Very few people do that. Very few people follow up. She is the 6th person from Savvy who has messaged me asking me to join this opportunity. It's a ground floor opportunity. You can be one of the top people. You can build a team with ease. Isagenix and Savvy go hand in hand. Health and wellness and fitness clothing. And I'm like, great. Okay, what's in it for me? That's one more thing that I have to put on my to-do list. So what's in it for me? She actually broke that down for me today. And she said, this is what we provide. These are the solutions that we provide to the problems that women have with fitness clothing. It's created by the person who is someone in Vogue, like she's a designer for Vogue. Like, she gave me details. She made it impact me. It was about me. It wasn't about her. That's the difference. When you have that vision, it then becomes about the people that you're impacting. That action, that follow-up, the messages, it becomes about the people that you're speaking to and the people you want to work with. It no longer is about the negativity surrounding network marketing. It's no longer about the limited mindset that says there's not enough out there for us. It's no longer about the fact that you didn't post today, or you look like a hot mess on your stories, or, you know, whatever. It's not about those things. It's about the person that you're talking to. It becomes all-consuming and about them, and that's how it was designed to be. This is a people business. If you do not love people, this is not the business for you, because you have to show up and care when no one else does. But when you have that vision of where you are going, people will jump on board. People want to support someone with a vision that is backing it with action and moving it with energy. Be that person. You are that person. The last thing I'm going to tell you, stop pretending to be someone you're not. If you don't love everything about what you're doing right now, it's not worth doing. If posting 4 times a day is not your jam, don't do it. Do it once. Be in your stories. Do it once a week, because people will look forward to that. People will start to understand this is the way that she works. I no longer stress myself out about posting times. I no longer worry about beautiful graphics on Instagram or the fact that it flows. I don't care. I want people to know who I am. I don't care about that crap. I really don't. It doesn't matter to me. I care more about the words that I'm writing or the things that I'm saying than I do about whether or not it looks good. And I hope that the people that I'm attracting get that too. And are like, oh yeah, absolutely. I love a good graphic. I love a good, schematics, but I am not that person. I pay someone to be that person for me because I can't do it all. But be who you are. Don't try to be an expert in something that you don't care about. If you don't care about the ingredients in our shakes, okay, just be like, it tastes like a healthy chocolate frosty. The person that gets you is gonna be like, oh, preach, okay, give it to me. I don't care what's in it. Does it make you feel better? Will I lose a couple of pounds? Awesome. People care about the things that you care about. If you do care about that, the people that you're attracting will nerd out over that. If you care about sharing the business opportunity because it's changed your life, the people that are watching will be like, okay, so what's so different about this than other things? Answer the questions that people may ask. I have 2 Instagram accounts. A lot of times when I ask questions about like, what do you want to know about my business? I go to my other account and I answer those questions because it prompts people answering the questions. Or say, hey, Jackie, can you answer some questions for me just so I have these in my stories? That's what we're here for, guys. And then take that and make a post. The question I get asked the most, and the thing I've been asked to share the most over the last 2 weeks has been my story and my transformation from Beachbody. What is so different about Isogenics from Beachbody? Well, I no longer basically have to pay my upline to get on the phone with me. I could call her today and Erica could be like, hey girl, what's up? How can I help you? Hey Erica, I need a 3-way message. Can you do a 3-way message or a 3-way phone call with me? Absolutely. Here's the times that I have available. I no longer have to hit a rank advancement to get on her timeline. I get as much time with her as I need. Anytime I have a question, I shoot her a message and I say, hey, I don't know the answer to this. Or, hey, you have experience with this. How do I answer this question? Or, hey, can I use your VIP line to help one of my customers? Absolutely. The community is bar none the most sophisticated community of business builders I have ever met in my entire life. Sophisticated, classy, energetic, amazing. Absolutely amazing. I love the fact that our company's older. My favorite thing about this company when I started was the fact that at my first event, I sat next to a 75-year-old man who had more energy than I did at 27. And he was getting it. He was a 6-figure earner. Him and his wife were wearing matching outfits, and they were freaking precious. That was my favorite thing because it served every person at every stage of the game. At no point is anyone eliminated from being served by Isogenics products. Everyone eats. Everyone needs these products. That opened my mind to the fact that I'm not limited to a certain demographic or certain age range. I could serve anyone. In fact, Zach's grandmother has lost almost 70 pounds on these products. Because I used them and I talked about them and I shared them, she's in the best health that she has ever been in. She's not taking extra medication anymore. It's amazing. Not everyone will have that story. But imagine, just imagine, if you stopped limiting yourself. You stopped worrying about what other people said and you just freaking went for it. And you just said, you know what? It doesn't matter. Because at the end of this year, 2021 may suck too. But here I am. I'm still planting the seeds of hope for people. I'm still walking in confidence because I know I have a solution to problems that everyone is facing. And I'm excited about what's coming up. Remind yourself how excited you are. Be energetic. If you've been in this business for a hot minute, go back to the basics. Go back to the way that you felt when you got started. Ignorance on fire is better than knowledge on ice. Best quote I have ever heard. I would rather sign 10 people and not have a freaking clue how I made money than to sign 2 people and be afraid to present the opportunity because what if it doesn't yield income and what if I don't cycle this week? And I would rather just be like, let's go. Like, we'll figure this out along the way. You don't have to know the compensation plan. You don't need to know anything about cycles. Just find you some accountability and let's freaking do this. Let's love the products. I don't know why I keep saying freaking. I'm so sorry. Probably because I'm trying to watch my mouth. But also, this really fires me up. This is like my favorite topic. Energy. Energy loves energy. Stop worrying about the things that aren't working out. Stop stressing about the things that you don't know. Make it, if you are hungry for a change and you're hungry to learn, 10 minutes. I'm going to give myself 10 minutes on an isogenics training. And in that 10 minutes, I'm going to pull something from it and I'm going to use it in a post, or I'm going to teach someone else it, or I'm going to share it with my best friend's mom who supports me in everything. Like 10 minutes, that's all you need. And then I'm going to put my head down and I'm going to go back to work. Your bigger goal, break it down into a monthly goal. What's your monthly goal? So you want to make $10,000 by the end of the year, divide that by 3.5. Then divide that by the amount of weeks in those months. And then bring me the number and I'll tell you how many people you need to have conversations with. Just having conversations with, I'm going to cough, hold on. Connecting. How many people do you need to add value to? How many people do you need to connect with? How many people do you need to boldly present the business opportunity to? Don't leave that part out, because I know you know people. I know you know people who would be awesome for this business. And we need to be bold enough about sharing it. Say, I don't know if this is for you. You can tell me to go pound sand, but I found an incredible opportunity with a company that's backed by science, third-party testing, published in medical journals. We have the top of the top, but we also have an incredible business opportunity. Hold on. That's what happens when you talk too much. And I have those messages. Follow the scripts that I sent you guys. The documents that I have, everything that you need to know about how to talk to people about this opportunity is in there, literally step by step by step. Presenting the opportunity, changing them from customer to consultant, it's all there. Oh, I'm dying. But I just had a brain fart. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, vision is everything, matched by energy, following action. Get into momentum, break it down. Let's run for our goals. What is your goal? What do you want to do? Where do you want to be at the end of this year? What do you want to see happen at the beginning of 2020? 2021, let's not repeat 2020, please. Are you going to NYKO? That should be a hell yes. Because we all need to go to NYKO. It's gonna be our first vacay together. Amazing. Are you still running for retreat points? That was the last announcement that I was gonna say. This month, if you enroll 5 people with 100 BV or more, you will win some Apple AirPods. If you rank advanced, I don't know, I have to think about that one, but it'll be really awesome. So if you need some Bluetooth blocking headphones, holla at your girl, let's do it. I don't remember what else I was going to say, but thank you for your time today. I hope that I didn't just ramble on, and I hope I wasn't annoying. I hope that this brought some clarity to your life. I will upload this recording to YouTube, and I will post it in the group.